There we go.
What was that? Did you see that?
Let something float across the screen.
Maybe my floating eye, I don't know.
You have a lot of things floating. Update
I'm a
time.
little less yellow than I was.
This morning.
This morning I look like I belong to The Simpsons. Marge, actually, if I'd put this blue hair straight up on my head.
Well, at least you didn't wake up dead.
That's true. I didn't. So we are here to update you because we've had several requests on, hey, what's going on with you in your life and your condition? And I haven't updated my Caringbridge for quite a few months, probably.
No, weeks. It's been weeks. We did an update in December.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know where we left off on the update, but the new update is it's official. I am on the national transplant list finally since December.
Yes, since December 28th.
We got my official letter.
January, you got the official letter
January,
saying
I got
by
the
this time next
letter.
year you'll have a new liver.
Yeah. I feel blessed and grateful that I made it through what they said I wouldn't. They said that my liver wouldn't make it through the holidays, but here I am. I'm working on March. Right? Working all the way into the new year. I've made some big decisions. And I've been very sick. And then I've been feeling well some days and then very sick. I now have a full-time 24-hour Foley catheter that I wear because I'm not able to urinate on my own. I'm hoping to get that function back quickly because this is annoying and it's horrible. It's really bad. It's not cool. It's just inconvenient. It pops off. The tubes come loose. You know what I mean? You get kinked up. It's just a hot mess. And then I probably got another tube going into me probably sometime this week. Hopefully not. We'll see. We have a PICC line going in or not. I don't really prefer that, but it is what it is. I am surpassing my medication intake I'm supposed to be taking to help me go to the restroom. We're just waiting on a liver. I get many questions on, I thought there was a living donor. I thought there was, and there is. And there's an opportunity for you if you have O positive or O negative blood that a lot of the restrictions have now lifted, where apparently I do not have to have a relationship with you. I don't know why they make that so difficult, but they do. I don't know.
It's really about your history as well. Things you've been through, things that your body has gone through, really do determine that. The beautiful thing about this is the surgeon who would actually perform this, until he says I can do it, he literally has to make sure that the liver, he can do the swap for both people if you are a living donor, to make sure your life is in the same hands as hers.
That includes, he's been through all of the testing he could possibly go through. He can't go through anymore. They've sent him up for ultrasounds.
We're referring to my son, by the way.
For MRIs, his son. For MRIs, they've done every test. The last thing we heard was they're sending molds off to Germany of my liver and his liver, and they're going to send them back. For some reason, they're going to mold them, send them back, and the transplant surgeon has to do the surgery on those two organs. I don't know. We don't know the progress of that because when we call, nobody has any answers. They're just waiting. Obviously, COVID's slowed things down. I get that. But I don't have any more answers than anybody else has. I got a lot of family getting frustrated with me because I don't have any answers for them, and I just don't have the answers. Um, what are they going to do? Well, all they can do is what they're doing, and all anybody can do is what we're doing. I am, my body's shutting down. We already knew this. Um, I'm doing everything right. I've lost nearly 100 pounds, 80 pounds, 80 pounds in a year. Um, I've I've really changed my eating habits. I only drink water. There's so many things that I've changed in my life. Um, I I get so many messages, so many people saying you've got to try this, you've got to try that. And now, if you are in session with me, or you call me, or you're here and you're trying to explain a product that I probably have tried, but I can no longer even take a supplement. So anymore, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll try that, and I, I can't. It's just it, and I don't want to be rude and say I wish I could try your product, but I can't. Um, we don't know what function my liver is in. We don't know. The doctor don't know until he gets it out of me how much he's working with, how much I'm working with here. They didn't think that there would be enough for me to make it through the holidays, and here I am. I don't know. Um, but I cannot, until I get a transplant, take any black cohosh, any roots, any supplements. Um, I am trying it's just fruits and vegetables. There's no other additives. It's fruits and dried up fruits and vegetables. I'm doing that because I need the nutrition, but it's overwhelming, and I love you for trying to help. I really do. It's just a lot, and it takes a lot out of us to have to say I'm not allowed to do any of that, and I'm just not. And it gets tense around here sometimes. It gets very frustrating. This disease is very frustrating. I went to the neurologist last week. Um, this brain trauma is caused by my liver, and look it up. I get millions of questions like, what does your liver have to do with your brain, or what does your brain have to do with the liver? All I can tell you to do is look it up. Um, it's all there, and it has everything to do with my brain. And this brain injury is caused by this, and we hope that it'll go completely away and that I'll be back to 100% brain function. We just don't know. Seems like I would be. Some doctors are real optimistic and say, yeah, it's going to be fine, and this will all drop off. I seem to think that it will once the toxins get all released anyway, right? That, with a new liver being able to filter, then my brain will clear out, and the episodes and the crying, but I can't take any more medications for the neurologist. I mean, we can go through each doctor. We can go through the neurologist. He handles my neuropathy pain in my legs and my feet. He handles my hepatic encephalopathy and the APB, the uncontrollable crying and the uncontrollable laughing, and the stuttering and the confusion and the episodes. They can't be stopped. They cannot be stopped until I get another liver. There's no other medications I can take for them because my liver won't hold them. There's nothing else we can do for my brain function. Nothing. And we just get by on what brain function I have in that day. Yesterday, I didn't have very much. Today, I feel a little clearer, but my skin, and this light makes it look really, really good. I like this ring light a lot. But my skin looks great in this light, but it's blotchy and it's yellow. and it's a lot like that. And my eyeballs get all. I guess my eyes were pretty yellow yesterday. Um, you know, it's there's just nothing else we can do except for wait for a liver. Um, and for those of you who are interested in becoming a live donor, who are A positive, O positive, I'm sorry, O positive or O negative blood, I could accept either one. And you call the Ohio State University's Wexler Medical Center, go on their website, there's a number right there, find the page for living liver donation. I believe there's a number on there. My coordinator's name is Robin, and if you want to get a hold of her and just see if you're a candidate, you can do that. But any type of medical history, um, I can't. Any type of medical history will will keep you from becoming a donor, and a lot of it could be anxiety, or it could be a skin disorder, or it could be anything. And without being able to get um, all the information I needed to get from my parents on their past histories and medical histories and conditions, they they're not able to screen as many as they would have liked, because there's a whole list of conditions that, if it's hereditary, they're not going to give me a live liver donor, but they will give me a deceased one. And that doesn't make sense to anybody, but it kind of makes sense somehow. But my father's passed, and I don't know a lot of his medical history, and so it's hard for me to let them know. So I can't let you know because I don't know. All I know is that as of right now, you can donate A positive, O positive, or O negative if you've had no other medical history, serious medical history. And I don't remember what else.
No, I think that was pretty clear. You said that
Yeah,
you capped everything, I believe.
yeah, I think so. Um, we had an appointment with my transplant hepatologist yesterday morning. Was it yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we talked to him for a little bit. Everything still looks good on his standpoint for my transplant. All of my tests seem to be up to date for my transplant. All of my numbers are still good, and I'm still healthy enough to take a transplant. Um, that's his job, and that's what he does. The urologist, um, I've yet to see the home. We got rid of palliative care because they wasn't doing anything, and we.
It was more like preparation for her to go ahead and pass more than it was helping her from day to day.
Yeah, it's like they wanted to make me comfortable so I could pass away.
Yeah, no, wasn't gonna happen.
Um, which is the same as hospice. So I don't know what they were talking about transferring me to hospice. Well, do I look like I need hospice right now? Really? Um, there's days when I feel like it. Let me tell you. Yesterday was one of those days, but no, I didn't feel like I was dying at that point. And I don't feel like I'm dying at this point. I feel like I'm dying every day, but I don't, I don't believe that. Does that make sense?
Right.
Um, I've done everything I possibly can do to prepare for the worst and hope for the best, and that's what we do. And um, we get through. We get through every day. We wake up in the morning. We get through another day. We wake up in the morning. We get through another day. And I've decided that I'm not going to be here dying on the couch. Um, if I'm going to go soon, I'm going to have a good time. And I'm going to do some things. I'm going to be safe and I'm going to stay safe, but I want to go see some guitars. I want to go see some music. I want to go have my soul lit up. And I get to see Tropodelic 2 times next month. And we all know how much I love Trop. And I get to do something music wise on Friday night. And I look, if I go in an Uber, if I go in a hotel room, if I go in the truck on the way, you can't say I didn't go having a great time because that's how I'm living. I'm living until I don't live anymore, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So if you think that I'm just gonna sit here and feel sorry for myself, I'm not. If you think that I'm out being reckless, I'm not. I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing the right thing. I'm just living. Um, Thank you to my good friend Kim for my beautiful blue hair. I love it. Um, it makes me so happy. I just love her. She's awesome. All the amazing people that have stepped up to help us in this meal train. You have no idea. You have no idea how much it helps. It really helps. It really helps. Um, Thank you so much for the um, gift cards, the DoorDash gift cards,
Mm-hmm.
those type of things. Um, all the cool internet just kicked on, clearly. Or that's Amy's um, ass. Um, it's Amy's ass. I have her in my phone as Amy's ass.
You've had some fun though. You and Amy, Canna Grannies is her alter ego, was able to sit down with Tommy Chong
We were able to
from
do
Cheech
that.
and Chong. I think that was incredible. You get to meet all of Kiss.
Yeah.
Of course, COVID permitted. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that.
I get to meet Kiss. I'm excited. All this, and I can't freaking meet Vince Neil. I don't get it. But I don't get it. I could probably if I reached out to him, but I don't know. Anyway, um, Tommy Chong was a blast. He was so much fun. If you haven't seen that interview, um, I'll click it on the bottom. But it was so fun to talk to Tommy Chong of all people.
Very spiritual.
Really great. He's a very spiritual guy. Tommy Chong took us to church, folks. Let me tell you. I'm here to tell you, it was actually a good time. Um, when you find out you're sick, it's been a year now. It's been a year. I was looking past through my history, and it's been a year today that you and Kia were down with the what I believe was COVID, and we thought was the flu.
Mm.
It was before the pandemic hit, but right before it, and I was just diagnosed, and just in shock and in panic, and but it's been a year, and since diagnosis. So I know my liver's coming soon because you hear those stories. I was on the transplant list a year. Then it, I have more faith that I'm going to get a liver than I have faith in that I'm going to die before I get one. So that's there still. I have my days where I'm ready to give up. I have my days where I'm crying in the floor. I have my days where I'm done with the pain and I can't take it anymore. I have those days where I'm crawling on the floor, throwing up. I have them. There are 3 people in my home consistently. Lee's brother Mo, and my son Cameron. Those 3 people have been a solid support system to me. My Canterbury counterpart, Amy Cox Abrams. She's my former cousin, not my real cousin now, my former cousin. I don't even think we're friends. Amazing support system. Her and Sean are just, man, Lee called her the other day and she was right on it. Right on it. My niece, Mary Beth's been amazing. She's trying to find our way here in a new town and get it together. But people start falling off of your support list the longer you have to wait, and that's to be expected. And I get that, but there are solid people that have really stood up and have been with us through this whole thing. Will Byers, and Jenny, um, Daryl
And
and
Sissy.
Sissy,
Yeah.
At Cross County
You wouldn't go
Seeds.
county
I
line,
would not be
county
here
line genetics.
if it wasn't for County Line Genetics. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be sitting here. I know I wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for County Line Genetics. I know I wouldn't be. Daryl and Sissy, you guys have saved my life. So many people, our neighbors, out there snow blowing our driveway as we speak. All the food our neighbors have brought down. So much support. So many people wanting to come and see me and say hi. And I love that. I love it when people want to come by and see me. If they've been safe and you know you've been safe and you're not going to get me sick. And I want to see people. Even if it's just an hour or so. I just want to see people. And I'm just trying to rectify things in myself and learning to live. And I get it. If I get a liver, when I get a liver, I'm getting a pilot's license, a single engine pilot's license. I made up my mind a couple weeks ago to do that.
Then there's that.
I'm doing that. Don't think I'm not, because I am. Single engine, I'm not going far. But I'm going to fly. And I felt that way the second I heard that I was gonna die. I knew better. It's rough, guys. It's rough on him, really bad. And it's rough around here sometimes, but we have a good support system. Those of you who have been by me, thank you. The musicians who have, God, the musicians, man, who have come out of the woodwork with messages and songs and, oh, God, I could go on. You know what I mean? The little gifts I get in the mail. Oh my God, I got a Mr. Bill doll the other day. I like to die because it just made me smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bet I played with that. Thank you, Allison Scoff. I bet I played with Mr. Bill for 20 minutes. I still do. He's sitting right over there.
Oh, your Black Betty panda lamps over there too.
Yeah, my Black
The
Betty
only
panda
one in
lamp.
existence, right?
I have a Black Betty panda lamp.
Mm-hmm.
And Russ and Rachel got me, but these little gifts, I got the coolest little Ray Dunn plaque from my friend Roberta Scott. Berta, I love you so much. She's in Middletown, and I haven't seen Berta in so many years, and I just love her so much. And there's so many people out there that I just adore and love so much, and I feel love back from you. I know we both do. I've lost people. I wasn't going to get emotional. I've lost people in my life and my family over this illness. But I've gained so much more in friendships and support. It's unbelievable. It's overwhelming. And I can't thank you enough. I will attempt to keep everybody as updated as I possibly can. We're just really busy. I have to stay upright. If I sit down for too long, I get tired. So I have to stand up, and I have to walk around, and I have to pedal around, and I have to clean things, and I have to wipe things off, and I have to do things because I don't want to sit down. And when I do finally sit down at the end of the night, it takes what? An hour maybe for me to wind down, and I'm out. But the insomnia is gone,
Mm.
right? Change a catheter bag before I go to bed. Put my nighttime bag on. It's a sexy existence. But I'm gonna get through it, and I'm gonna get it out of me. And we're gonna come and visit every city, every country we can. We have places to go in Australia and stay, and we're coming. We've been threatening to come for years, and now that we know that we have solid places to go, we're coming. Hawaii, thank you, Ryan. You gifted us Hawaii. So many places, so many places. I want to go, so many people I want to see, so many things I want to do. They're all dumb things, and I love that. But somebody's at the door, so we're going to go see who it is. Hopefully it's a package of something that I had ordered a while back and I would like to have. It's been on back order. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always worrying about me and sending us good wishes and good vibes. We love you all.